My name's Alphonse Choi, and I grew up in South Korea. My home parish, however, in Toronto is St. Andrew Kim Parish in North York, or East York, really. But so my vocation story, to put it very simply, when I was around 12 years old in grade 5, I was really influenced by the kind of the energy, the legacy, the figure, all the history, and the news especially of John Paul II, because he had passed in April, I believe, in 2005. And just something about the way he carried himself at that old age, and how he was like a magnet, right? He was attracting everyone, and that power and that kind of that powerful figure of him, I think that's what inspired me the most, especially because at that age I was really big into soccer, and also art was kind of a big part of my life, and I was going to go more into that in further studies, but I think that wasn't really what God wanted, maybe. And one time when I was visiting my home parish, I met a priest who had invited me to a summer camp, and there was a summer camp with a religious order called the Legionaries of Christ, and so I had somehow I said yes, and I kind of ended up in the States and attended their summer camp, and I remained with them for quite some time. So and professed vows as a religious. I left the order and came to the diocese in 2016, I believe, and there I had made contact with the vocation director. At the time it was Father Chris Lemieux, but throughout all this time, like that same fire, that same motivation that I had experienced when I was in grade 5 from that example of John Paul II remained, and that's kind of that's the image that's been with me all this time. A priest who gives himself to the people, a priest who is just always with, and with and for and among the people, and that's kind of the image that I got from John Paul II. So yeah, and so now since I've been here, it's been a few years for sure, and now I'm in my second year of theological studies, and I think hopefully I keep trusting in whatever God's asking me for the future, and I'm just really grateful for the call that He has given me.